VRChat, a wholesome, welcoming place where people from all walks of life can meet and hang out. Weeaboos, gamers, weeaboo gamers, all together in one place. Unchecked. Surely nothing can go wrong here. Come with me on a journey through time as we look back on VRChat and how it got to the place it's at today. The year is 2014. Everyone is banging out to Fancy by Iggy Azalea for some reason. VR gets in people's hands in the form of the Oculus DK1, and our main man Graham Gaylor and Jesse Drudry take notice and create this little application called VRChat, a platform made for VR enthusiasts to talk to other VR enthusiasts about VR. In VR, many popular things in 2014 were left in 2014, but unlike Iggy Azalea, VRChat wouldn't be left in the dust. 2015 through 2016 were a little bit boring for VRChat, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Our guys Graham and Jesse were laying more of the groundwork for VRChat, fleshing out things like animation and custom avatar support. By this time, the community was growing. Then in 2017, Graham and Jesse would make a decision that changed the course of VRChat history forever. Graham and Jesse called up their old buddy Gabe. "Hey man, Steam is pretty cool, isn't it? Mind if we put our little game on there?" That's what Canadians sound like, right? The John Daly of video games replies with a profound, "Yeah, sure, why not?" People saw it on the Steam store and thought to themselves, hey, why not give it a shot? Some of these people tried it and even decided to stick around, and before we knew it, VRChat was everywhere. Communities were developing, and so was VRChat's underground scene. Virtual clubs, raves, lap dancers, strippers, the dreaded ERP, anime avatars, e-boys, e-girls. The virtual world of VRChat was at peace. Little did they know, this peace existed in gleeful ignorance. It's 2017. Most would say this is the golden age of VRChat. Seemingly out of thin air, thousands of little soccer ball-sized red demons appear in VRChat worlds across the realm, causing chaos everywhere they go, spitting on waifus, kidnapping them to make them their queens. The core players of VRChat decided to launch a revolt. The Imperial Waifu Division, the Band of Waifus, Kana Gang, Penguins, and of course the Lolly Army all came together to launch an attack on the Uganda Knuckles. They decided to strike directly at their heart. Where we are standing is hallowed ground, essentially the Normandy of VRChat. Here, many brave souls lost their lives fighting against the Uganda Knuckles invasion. Truly, many dedicated warriors lost their lives here. However, the Uganda Knuckles forces had an advantage that none of the WLC could have anticipated. Uganda Knuckles had invaded their neighboring country, Wakanda. The Uganda Knuckles used the advanced and sophisticated Wakandan technology to help them in their fight against the Waifu Liberation Coalition. Unfortunately, the WLC's Panzers had nothing against the Knuckles' Panthers. The main battle was quick, lasting only around 10 minutes. However, skirmishes cropped up across other lands until February of 2018. Thankfully, however, the war ended as quickly as it started, with the internet doing what it does best and forgetting about Uganda Knuckles, moving very quickly on to Dat Boy. But do not be mistaken, this war left its mark on the community. By 2018, the dust was settling from the Great Ugandan War. Many of the people who were introduced to VRChat through the Great War decided to stick around and found friends within. I was one of these people. Overall, the community grew because of the Great War. With new eyes being brought into VRChat, everything was peaceful once again. Communities formed. Those damn Brits wrote a hit piece about VR strip clubs because little kids were getting in and they shouldn't be. Watch your kids, parents. But nothing too crazy really happened. We had furries living in peace with weeaboos once again. The long peace lasted from 2018 to 2021, when something unexpected occurred. During the long peace, content creators started joining VRChat and producing content. They used mods to get better B-roll. People were also using mods to do things that the VRChat devs didn't really like allowing deaf people to communicate. The community never really had a great relationship with the VRChat devs to begin with the devs taking a very long time to fix glaring issues. But then, the VRChat dev team brought home a new boyfriend. Meet Easy Anti-Cheat, a commonly used software by developers in the industry to stop cheaters. But that begs the question. You can't win in VRChat, right? I mean, it's just a social game. All you do is talk to people, yeah? That's what we all thought. Unfortunately, Easy Anti-Cheat also came with some side effects. Remember those deaf people that I was talking about who need mods in order to play the game? It essentially stopped disabled players from being able to enjoy the game because it disabled all of their mods that they used to communicate. Safe to say, the community didn't like this, and the relationship with the VRChat dev team was driven even further down into the ditch. For some, this was the final nail in the coffin. Quite a few players left to go play games like Chill Out VR, what is essentially 2017 VRChat, and supported by a dev team that supports mods. Fair to say, Easy Anti-Cheat was a dumb decision. It doesn't fix any of the issues that the dev team actually wanted to fix by including it. Avatar ripping is still an issue, people can still crash you with avatars, and all those malicious clients that they tried to stop can easily bypass it. It was dumb, and the fan base made sure the devs knew. The devs ended up adding some of the features that people were asking for, but that brought up more questions than it did answers. If they could add those features so quickly, why didn't they add them before they added EAC and screwed over a ton of disabled players? Why didn't they announce it earlier? And most importantly of all, did the team do this because of investors? But in the end, the community realized that our voices could be heard as long as we were loud enough. And that's where things currently sit for VRChat. There's still a huge player base and a huge community, but the taste in the air is bitter. The VRChat devs broke players' trust. There's fear in the community that in the future the VRChat dev team will be required to clean things up, tightening up the reins on NSFW content. Most of the time, investors' interests aren't lined up with players' interests. Now, we aren't really sure what the future looks like for VRChat, but I hope it's bright. VRChat is a wonderful place full of niche cultures mingling together. And to be honest, I hope it grows in the future. Just this time, please don't leave anyone out. Stay wholesome out there, my friends.